watch daily videos and ace your GRE preparation. Don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel.
Hi everyone, this is Aishwarya once again and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are revving up your GRE preparation, watching all the videos and staying glued with the preparation material. Okay, so if you are planning for your GRE in the month of somewhere around August, September, because if you're planning to go abroad next year, that's in fall 2021, so September end is going to be the maximum that you can actually take your GRE date. So it is very crucial and very important that you prepare sincerely, and right now is the time that you need to have complete focus. Okay, so people who are still in doubt, still struggling, not able to actually cope up, all you have to do is that connect with me. I will be available for a 15 minutes discussion. You can send me an email on grekingforstudents @gmail.com. It's mentioned in the description below. And at the same time, every Monday and every Friday, people who are very, very focused about their GRE preparation are attending lectures and are getting access to a lot of recorded videos, like around 40 hours of recorded video sessions, and they have been getting schedules to actually prepare. So if you are still stuck, all you have to do is there is a link given below. Use coupon code GREKing50 and just get access to the GRE advanced course. You'll get access to 40 hours of recorded video lectures. And along with that, every Monday, every Friday, live webinars where we are going to slice and dice everything. Okay. So in today's lecture, we are going to talk about again another reading comprehension. Okay, so reading comprehension question, I'm going to actually slice and dice, tell you how does a GRE reading comprehension look like, and we'll actually solve two questions based on that reading comprehension. So let me share my screen and let's begin. Okay, let's start reading the reading comprehension. Okay, pay full attention, full focus. Most important thing, as I already told you, is concentration and getting to the end of the reading comprehension passage. Okay, now let's begin. A single short story can suggest a desired response from the reader. It is a difficult task, though, to create a world within a single short story and then repeat this world again in other stories while maintaining a consistent flow of ideas. Many authors prefer to use the same setting, indeed, often the same characters in each story. Isabel Allende Diaz Quintos, okay, you did not know the name. So whenever you find a name which is like, just mention that, Isabel, okay? The Eva Luna comes to mind. In these stories, Allende uses the small town of Agua Santa as the setting for the entire collection. Okay, so what is first paragraph talking about it? They are talking about stories. Okay, so they speak about that. How it is important to have connection with the setting. Okay, so what he is saying is that here the author, like Isabel, what she does is that she uses the town of Agua Santa as the setting in which the story takes place. And what happens is, with the help of that setting, it becomes easy to actually narrate a story, because he or she is creating a world, creating a surrounding where the story has taken place. So it is always be easy to connect with audience. Okay, now let's go to the second paragraph. Women Hollering Creek is a collection of short stories. So here they are talking about another short story. Women Hollering Creek is a collection of short stories by Sandra Cisneros. Okay, so you need to keep in mind we are talking about two authors here. One is Isabel Allende and the second one is Sandra Cisneros. And there are two different books, which is Eva Luna, and which the second one is Women Hollering Creek. Okay, rather than using the same characters or setting throughout the collection, Cisneros takes a different approach to relating her stories to one another. Now, in the above first paragraph, they spoke about how the setting is important, and if the setting is same throughout all the stories, it becomes easy. Okay, but this author, what he does is that Cisneros takes a different approach relating to her stories to one another. Much of the burden, in fact, is placed on the reader, for the characters change each time, as does the setting. So there is contradiction. First person keeps the setting same, the second person in the second paragraph keeps the setting, keeps changing the setting. So what happens with that is, if you keep on changing the setting, so more burden is given to the reader. Okay, because every time there is a new setting, there is a new background. Okay, in which the story is written or the story is short. Okay. Furthermore, while the characters are largely Mexican American immigrant women, each character presents a distinct style and literary voice. Okay. What these works have in common is more intuitive, mood, in circumstance, time, tone, and imagery all play a role in creating the world in which stories takes place. Okay, so what these works have in common is more intuitive: mood, circumstance, time, tone, and imagery. So in the second paragraph, what's the mood, what's the tone, what's the imagery, what's the circumstance, all of this matters more, okay, in creating a world in which stories takes place. So this paragraph, this reading comprehension was all about, there are two paragraphs in which they're talking about short stories. They spoke to us about two authors, in which one author focuses on keeping the setting and the background same so that the readers can connect. And the second author speaks about, like, changing the setting that places more burden on the readers. Okay. And so this is the gist. Okay, so once you read the passage, you come to the gist. Now you know what the story is all about, you know the background, you know the actors. Let's jump to the questions. So the author of the passage would be most likely to agree with which of the following statements? Okay, so you have to keep in mind all the statements which were there in the passage to answer this question. Which one of the statements author is going to agree with? Okay, let's read the option 1A. Short story collections depend on the reader to find the common thread that ties the stories together. Okay, so depends on the reader. It is not explicitly mentioned somewhere that they depend on the reader. Isabel Allende uses the same setting for the majority of her fiction. Okay, now here is the catch in which GRE reading comprehension is going to trouble you. It's written that uses the same setting for majority of a fiction. No, okay, they have just put it in a manner that you feel, oh my god, this is the correct answer. But no, they are just talking about one of her collection and not majority of her fiction work. So this is also incorrect. It is possible to create a coherent short story collection if the stories take place in vastly different times and places. Okay, so author just has to agree. This seems doable, but let's check the D and the E option also. Intuition is a more important aspect of Sandra Cisneros' writing than the characters or the setting. Okay, they talk about intuition, but nowhere it is mentioned that, intuition is the most important characteristic. Okay, so they are just being very bold and very adamant on a particular point. Okay, and GRE, you will have options that will make you very adamant on a certain point, but be very careful. Okay, this is nowhere mentioned as the more important aspect. The last one, the best short story collections feature some through line that the reader can follow and that connects the various stories. No, they spoke about two stories wherein one, the setting is same, the second wherein the reader has burden, but nowhere it is explicitly mentioning that it features reader can follow and connects various stories and everything. Okay, so let's come back to the option C. Possible to create a coherent short story collection if the story takes place in vastly. Yes, it is possible to create a coherent short story, as we see from the second paragraph, that the characters and the places and everything was changing, but yet he is doing a great job in creating a story. So the author is going to agree with the point that yes, it is possible to create a story even if it is shot in vastly different times and places. So the correct answer here is option C. Okay, let's get to the second question. All right, so this is a comparatively very short passage. It only has two questions. Okay, so in your GRE, you will have passages which have 3 questions, which have 2 questions, which have just 1 question, and which have maximum 4 questions. Okay, that's your long passage. Now let's see this. According to the passage, which of the following characterizes both short stories by Isabel Allende and short stories by Sandra Cisneros? Now you have to choose one option which both of the following, like both the paragraphs which we read would agree upon. Okay, so characterization of Sandra Cisneros and Isabel Allende's story, what is common between them? Okay, that is something that you have to figure out, and all of you know that both of them were contradictory, but let's see if we have something common between both. Okay, first is similarities in tone among the stories. No. Okay, similarities in time among the stories. No. Similarities in characters among the stories. No. Similarities in setting. No. Okay, so characters are different, time is different, time and tone is being done and spoken about by Sandra Cisneros, whereas characters and settings has been spoken about by Isabel Allende. And the last option is none of the above. So nothing is common. There is none of the points are going to characterize both the short story writers, which is Isabel Allende and Sandra Cisneros. So the correct answer is option E, okay, which is none of the above. Okay, so that is how you're going to approach a GRE reading comprehension question. All you have to do is read it with full concentration, tell a summary of the entire passage in your own words to yourself. Okay, so as I'm speaking loudly and telling the story to myself, I am actually remembering all the actors and what happened in the passage, and then jump to the questions and look at each and every option and try to fit in relation to the passage that you have learned and the summary that you have in your brain. Okay, so this is all from my end today. Thank you so much for watching, and I would want to see all of you in the live lectures which are happening every Monday and Friday. You can use the coupon code GREKing50. There is a link of the course given below, and you're going to get access to 40 hours of recorded video lectures, mentorship from me, as well as, like, live lectures every Monday and Friday, wherein you are going to be taught by GRE toppers. So this is Aishwarya signing off. Do click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. This is Aishwarya signing off. Bye-bye. I'll see you in the next video.